Once you've clicked Next, the screen will bring you to the user agreement. This details all of the policies for Google, but do not include any of the Salem Academy policies when it comes to using your student Google account. In order to view the Salem Academy Google use policies, please see the Chromebook contract that is linked in the survey and detailed in the student handbook. It is important to note that there is no expectation of privacy on these student accounts, and administration has access to everything that students do on these Google accounts. While we don't actively access student email or documents, it is an option if it is necessary. Upon clicking Accept, you'll be taken to your inbox. Your inbox, so we start off in our inbox. In our inbox is where all of our new messages come in. New messages show up in bold. When we click on a message, it will open it up and we can read it. We can reply to it. We can also just delete it right from here. To delete, we click the trash can and it removes it from our inbox. If this was an email I wanted to save, when I click on it, I would just hit the arrow back here or click the inbox label here. You can see now this email has turned from bold to not bold, which means that I've already read this email. You can also delete from this screen here by clicking the trash can. On the left-hand side, if you ever accidentally delete something that you didn't mean to, you can click on More and go down to Trash, and you can retrieve it from the trash this way. If I go back to my inbox, other things that you can do from this screen are you can create labels or folders to move your emails into. So if I wanted to create a folder for all the Google messages that I get, I would click this folder button here and then type Google into the search option. Because I don't already have a Google folder created, I can go ahead and click Create New. On this screen here, I'll just click Create, and it'll move that email directly to a Google folder that now appears on the left-hand side. This is a great way to keep all of your emails organized without keeping your inbox cluttered. So if there are emails that you want to refer back to, you can go ahead and create folders for them that keeps them in a very nice organized fashion. I would suggest doing this for each individual class. Now I would like to show you how to send a message. So if we go ahead from the screen, or if we go back to the inbox screen, we can compose from anywhere. So we have this nice big compose button. If we hit that, we can then start typing an email. So our email system has everyone's emails already logged in it. So all you have to do is start typing someone's name. So if I start typing my last name in, you can see I pop up and I can just click on me and it puts my email into the To section. You can add as many emails into this section as you want. It is also incredibly important that you include a subject. Subject should be short and should tell the main idea of your email. They should not be your full email, and you should not leave them blank. This is really important for the person viewing the email to know what the email is about. You can then go down to the body of the email, and you should start off with an introduction. You can then enter it down twice and include the main message of your email. And then after that, you need to make sure that you sign off your email. So you want to sign off with either thanks, thank you, sincerely. There are a lot of different ways to sign off an email. You have to find what works for you. Once you're done typing, you can go ahead and hit send. And notice in the bottom left-hand corner, it gives you the option to undo. When I click that, it stops it from sending. This is really great in case you forgot to include an attachment, you didn't type the email properly, or it just isn't an email you want to send anymore. And then you can go from there. So you can either edit or get rid of it. But when you do send it all the way, eventually this undo will disappear and you can't retrieve it anymore. So now that it's sent off, if for whatever reason I need to see that sent email, I can go back to the sent options and I can see the email that was sent there. These are the very basic functions of Gmail. There are so many more things that you can do, and we will hopefully get to teaching you those throughout the course of the year. You can go ahead and move on to the next tutorial.